Choosing a jewelry theme for a major fall craft fair can make or break your sales. I spent days staring at my bead stash before inspiration finally struck. Today I'm going to reveal the theme I came up with, why I chose that theme, and then we're going to make a little something. So if you remember a few days back, I posted a video talking about this craft fair that's coming up in November. And at the time, I wasn't really thinking. I thought, you know what? I should do something that's fall. But guess what? The craft fair is November the 7th, and fall is pretty much over with by then, and everybody's thinking about the holidays. Now, that being said, I don't want a whole bunch of Christmas jewelry either. So I was trying to think, okay, I should go more winter. I still want to do the celestial theme because that's kind of what I was thinking of. And then Frost and Firmament. That's what I've come up with. And I have just a little over 100 days to get prepped for this craft fair. So I've been busy making a bunch of stuff. Let me show you a sneak peek. Look at this. The moon phases there. We have some stars. Let me show you something else. This is a little brighter. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? But I've got to make a whole bunch more stuff. Today we're going to finish a pair of earrings. I've started some already. Isn't that pretty? This one, all I have to do is add an ear wire. But I want to show you something. I want you to look at this bead here. See how I have bead caps on it? I'm going to show you what it looks like without bead caps. We'll compare them here. Boring! So much prettier. That's why I like bead caps. Anyway, let's finish that earring. So I got all my stuff to make the earrings in this little bowl, and I'm going to need round nose pliers, wire cutters, and flat nose pliers. So I'm going to get out the earring I've already completed except for the ear wire, and then I'm going to lay the other one out because I am trying to decide if I want them to be non-matching earrings, mismatched, or matched earrings. Laying them side by side, I think I'm going to go with the mismatched. It's very subtle. So now I need to wire a loop. You could do this several ways. You could do a messy wrap or a neat wrap. You also could just do a simple loop. I am going to do a semi-messy loop here, wrap rather. But one thing, don't forget to put your charm onto your loop before you start wrapping. I can't tell you how many times I have made the mistake of wrapping and then, oops, forgot to put the charm on. That's very frustrating. Now, if that does happen to you with the first earring, you can use jump rings to attach the charms. By the way, right here, I am showing you that I'm wrapping and then I'm going to cut it off. And you want to make sure you tuck that wire in because it will be sticking out a little bit. You can actually feel it. So just carefully take your flat nose pliers and squeeze that little burr into the wire there so it's not sticking out. Make sure you're not on top of the bead because you don't want to crack your bead. And then now all we have to do is put the earrings onto the wire and we have ourselves a set of celestial earrings. So for those of you who did not see my previous video about this, I had talked about doing a celestial theme, but it was more fall. And I had a lot of oranges and browns picked out. After it dawned on me that winter was going to be right around the corner, I still wanted to do the celestial type theme, but I was trying to figure out how to have winter and celestial together. I thought about midnight sun and wintertide solstice, something like that. But I really like the frost to firmament idea. As far as the color palette goes, I think for the most part, I'm going to stick to blues and maybe like some soft crystal, pearl type colors. Maybe some grays. And as far as metals go, I'll probably have all kinds of metals, but it'll mostly be silver. And of course, I'm going to be doing some more jewelry tutorials all about my celestial theme. Something else I like to do, they're little shorts, and it's how I style my jewelry. So I will be doing some videos on this line of jewelry that I'm making for the craft fair, how I style it. So stay tuned for that. And here's the big reveal of the earrings we just made. I love how they turned out. I like mismatched. Let me know, do you like mismatched? Let me know down in the comment section below. These are mismatched, but they're not screaming mismatched. They look like they were done like that on purpose. Anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me, and let me know what you think of my theme, I think it says Frost to Firmament. Maybe it's Frost and Firmament. I'll have to work on that a little bit. Let me know what you think about it. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.